Hello? Hello? Karen, say something.
And I need you more than ever.
Alright, it's working. Is yours? Oh no, yours is not working. Wait, what? What is going on? Alright, now try, Karen.
Hello?
Okay. Whoa. Alright, now we're both on. Okay.
And working.
We just need... Alright, you know what one of these iMacs is good for?
That's what we did before.
We should have an all-time setup so I don't have to exit GarageBand and then come back and then redo all the settings.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Me. Okay, all right. Hey guys, welcome back to Bates.
I'm a little sick if I sound a little sick.
Congested.
I'm going to try not to sniffle into the microphone.
Oh yeah, please don't do that. Yeah. So, wait, I was going to say something.
Sorry. We're going to talk about our favorite TV shows today.
Yeah.
And some other stuff.
Well, I wanted to say something before that, but I forget now.
Well, that's too bad. Let's not ponder on it.
Oh, okay. Well, dang it. All right.
If you guys haven't heard of The Last of Us, is that what it's called?
Uh-huh.
You're still trying to think of what you were going to say.
Yeah, what was I going to say?
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back to Bates. All right, whatever.
Okay.
I just hate losing my train of thought and then...
It'll come up in a minute. But
okay.
If you haven't watched The Last of Us, me and Khoa just watched the newest episode yesterday. We won't give any spoilers or anything, but you guys need to watch it. It is so good. Pretty much what it's about is zombies. I guess it's based off of
hold on. Fun fact. I don't think Karen knows this either. I read it recently, but I don't know if it's the director or writer. They didn't allow the word zombie to be used on set because they're saying it's not a zombie movie. It's a pandemic apocalyptic movie. It's not like people coming back to life from the dead.
Oh, right. You're right.
Because they're infected.
There's science behind it. It's not just now they're zombies. There's they talk about this fungus and it actually could happen in real life. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it
well,
could.
I mean, we're just part of the audience and just enjoying the show and everything. But I guess, and again, I read this on Instagram, so don't take this literal. Just take this with a grain of salt. It could be completely false. But there is a fungus out there that does take over an organism. Like let's say an ant or what I sent you, a beetle, right? Yeah. There was a beetle and this fungus took over the beetle's entire body took over the brain and nervous system and made the beetle do things that the fungus wanted it to.
It eats off you but keeps you alive and use you as a host to can do whatever throughout it. And the only its only motive or
is to spread the fungus.
Yes, is to keep spreading it. And the only thing is that it can only survive at a certain body temperature. So humans it can't affect because our body temperature is too hot and it can't live in that hot of a condition. Mm-hmm. But what happened in the video or in the movie or the video game or whatever, the show.
And the video game, yeah.
Yeah, it's a video game. Is that it adapted over time because of global warming and everything. So the fungus adapted to its environment because it had to live in hotter climates so then it could infect the human body and take it over.
Well, the human body is apparently too warm for it to... I don't know if you said that. Yeah. Oh, you did say that? Okay, yeah. But yeah, it evolved or adapted and could take over the humans.
Yeah.
And it does, and it spreads like crazy. And yeah, you either got to play the game or you got to watch the show. Well, I'm sure the game is amazing. Sadly, I have not played it yet, but I'm going to get it. I don't even think it's on PC yet. Yeah. But whenever it does hit PC, I'm gonna play it. But the show is fantastic.
The actors in it, they're so good. One of the actors is a little girl from Game of Thrones. She
Lady Mormont?
Yes. And she reminds me so much of Elle Mills.
Oh yeah, same.
And just the way she talks and she's like, oh shit, the way she reacts to things and she has
the way
no
she
filter.
Enunciates her words.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
It's so Elle Mills.
Yeah, super Elle Mills.
And I feel her. Elle Mills in that situation would act like she acted. She's like, oh shit, look at that. And just kind of crazy.
Terrified, but also just numb to it at the point.
Yeah, just just going with the flow, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like she said, the acting is amazing. The screenplay, cinematography is out of this world. Like the opening scene blew my mind.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. Well, not the exact opening scene, but like 5 or 6 minutes into it, it was insane.
I will say though that the first episode took a little long for me to get it. I was about to be like, okay, I'm not watching this. So I feel like because it just took a little long.
It took 6 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like it took longer than that. I'll have to look, but I feel like nothing really crazy happened till like the very end of the first episode. No?
Are you kidding me?
Am I wrong?
Yeah, the whole first episode was, well, except for the first, like, I would say 10 minutes. The whole thing was intense.
Well, it was kind of slow at first. I was like, all right,
No, it was a
where are
butt
we going
puncher
with
for
this?
sure. Yeah. So, highly recommend that show. Me and Karen have been looking forward to every Sunday night watching it. And, yeah, I just love our little movie nights. Actually, the favorite part of my day, even though I love being with the kids all day and everything, but like my favorite relaxing part of the day is whenever the kids are all bathed and showered and they're all in bed, and then I find Hanson finally goes down, and then I take a shower, and then I hop into bed, and Karen's always already in bed. And we have Friends on the TV, and then I turn on Candy Crush, or I mean, I play Candy Crush. Karen's already playing Candy Crush, and we're just sitting next to each other, just enjoying.
Yeah.
Playing games on our phones and just sitting next to each other, and we're so cozy in bed. I have a pregnancy pillow because
Khoa thinks he's pregnant too.
I don't think I'm pregnant.
I posted it on my story, a photo of both our pillows, and I said Khoa thinks he's pregnant too, and all the responses were like, my husband made me buy him one too, or he steals mine, and all this stuff.
It is the best thing ever.
I know.
It is the best thing ever.
One of our like pregnancy hints that I feel like kind of slipped up in the vlog was Khoa recorded me snuggled up in the pregnancy pillow, like early on in my pregnancy, and
no one caught it.
Nobody said anything. Nobody caught it, but I think because a lot of people are like, I have a 3-year-old and I still use my pregnancy pillow. They're like, I just didn't think
I'm gonna use it forever for the rest of my life. It is the best thing ever because my head, it's elevated above my shoulders. I like to sleep on my side, and I love to like hug a pillow, and my head sits above my shoulder. If I don't have like a pillow that firm, then my head is like tilted over my shoulder, and I wake up with neck pain in the morning.
What do I do when I'm mad at you?
You hide my pregnancy pillow. I've had to go on a scavenger hunt for it before, because whenever me and Karen, like, we usually don't go to bed mad at each other, but if we're still mad at each other, Karen, I don't know if you're joking or not, but Karen literally hides my pregnancy pillow, and I found it in the closet. I found it behind
it's mainly in the closet, where I hide it.
Curtains, behind the drapes or whatever. And yeah, and I'm like, okay, here we go. And I have to find it and bring it back to bed. And then we talk about
I'm surprised you found it the last time, because usually by the time you don't think it's gone, then you get into bed and it's not there, and then you're just like, oh, whatever, like you're already in bed.
Yeah.
But this time you were like, you hid it. You must have like gone in the closet and saw it.
Yeah, I had to go find it.
Yeah, your leg is very smooth. Did you put something on it? Oh, okay. Good job.
Heck? Yeah. Oh, so I wanted to talk about, like, what if The Last of Us, like, let's just say either zombies or a fungus apocalyptic scenario, or like something like that happened, where would be the first place you would go?
The first place I would go?
You want me to go first and tell you what my answer used to be?
Yeah.
Bass Pro.
Oh, to load up on everything?
Yes, because Bass Pro, they have like fishing stuff, they have boats, they have food, they have like survival gear, they got guns,
ammo
and knives and like stuff to make a campfire.
So why is it still not that?
Because I have all that at home now. But like back in high school, whenever I thought about all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they had all the survival gear and everything. So where would you go?
I guess I'd just stand next to you.
Yeah. Well, all right. But let's say like we're not loaded up on stuff and we don't have supplies. Like, where would you go?
Probably Bass Pro. Target.
Target. I can't believe you just said Target.
Home Depot.
Target would not be bad. They have so much good food.
Home Depot would be good. No.
Home Depot would be great, but they don't have food.
Oh, that's true.
Actually,
Target is right next to Home Depot.
Target would be great.
Yeah, they've got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we'd have to load up, huh?
Yeah. Clothes, house stuff.
Clothes?
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my.
No. Yeah. No, they have a lot of stuff though, like survival stuff.
Actually, we're actually in a pretty good spot. Like our house.
Yeah.
We could just hunker down here unless like the government comes by and tries to
take us out.
Yeah.
Well, we could have like I feel like I can't say this because in the movie,
in the show,
I know.
Well, I mean, it's in every zombie movie or apocalyptic movie. Not only do you have to deal with the infected, but you have to deal with people, and people are most of the times worse than the infected. Yeah, because
they try stealing.
So
from
like
you
if you watch Walking Dead and all that stuff, it's just the people, like the bad people, are bad.
Yeah.
You know. So
and there's always someone who had prepared for this. Like they call them a survivalist. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
or
I
like
guess so.
What is it called?
I don't know. They called it in the show, but
there's like a mean term for it, like a
crazy person.
Yeah, basically, who like has a basement that's zombie proof with 30 years worth of food in it.
Okay, I don't have a basement, but
you know what I mean, though?
You know, I would love that though. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not gonna lie. If I had the option and the funds to do that, I would have a bunker or something.
A bunker. That's what it's called.
A bunker?
Yeah, that's what it's called. And like cameras everywhere and like all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we do have cameras everywhere.
No, I know, but like if someone came into our home, there's not a spot for us to hide where they couldn't find us.
Yeah, true.
Where like we have food and everything.
Like a bunker.
We mean, we could go in the attic, but like there's nothing up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, luckily we're packed and we have food and supplies.
We don't have 30 years worth of food. There's another.
No, definitely, we have enough to.
What's that?
To survive.
There's another show or a movie, and it's like they got trapped down there for 30 years, thinking
Lost?
that. No, thinking that the world was coming to an end, but it didn't really, and the door automatically locks and will not open for 30 years, and then you have to go out. It's an older movie.
Oh my gosh.
But then when they do get out, the world is totally fine, like nothing happened.
Yeah, but they thought like the apocalypse happened.
Yes, yeah.
What movie was that?
I forget.
Hold on, pause.
Okay, so it's called Blast from the Past. We just paused and looked it up. But it's basically like a man comes out into the world after spending 35 years in a nuclear fallout shelter, and it's like a boy who, like, imagine growing up there. He was a baby when he was in there, and then came out 35 years later to a world that like he had no idea what was going on, and then I think he like falls in love and like all this stuff.
Did you watch the movie?
No, but I saw like right now on TikTok it's like trending to post movies, so like they do part 1, part 2, part 3, and I like watched it.
So why don't you just watch the movie?
Well,
I've
usually
actually seen you
once
do that
I
before.
see like the movie, I'll go on Netflix and I'll play it. But this one I just like was watching it on TikTok because I was being lazy. But anyways, also I don't know how they get away with that. Khoa told me, because I was looking at it and then I played the movie and the scenes were flipped. So Khoa told me that they posted on TikTok with the scenes inverted so that it doesn't get caught as copyright. And I'm like, oh my god, that is crazy.
People are getting smart nowadays.
Jeez. And I'm like, how much work is that? You have to download the movie, invert the freaking thing.
I mean, you put it on Final Cut Pro, it only takes like 2 seconds to invert.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyways, that movie is pretty crazy too. But they had a bunker literally with 35 years worth of food. Like,
Dang.
to survive.
I'm jealous.
And they just lived down there and talked to nobody and like...
What? Wait, it was just 2 people?
It was 2 people and a son.
Oh my god. So wait, so it was a family?
Yeah, it was in the bottom of his house. And when they came up, their house was gone. Like, they had... when they came out, it wasn't under their house anymore. So they had like taken the house out and like built something new thing there. And like all this stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it. But yeah, I just saw that the movie was from the 60s, 1960.
Yeah. But how plausible do you think that is, like something like that to happen? Not the bunker getting locked in thing, but like fungus.
Like a fungus pandemic?
Yeah.
I think it's
like
highly plausible because...
In our lifetime?
Well, I don't know if it'll happen to us, but I'm saying like, let's say the fungus did adapt and people were going crazy. We saw how against people were with the COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
And whether it worked or not, it's up to you to decide. But we just saw a huge number of people not want to get the vaccine just because the government was telling them to, I guess. And so if the fungus pandemic happened and they're like, yo, this vaccine works,
I
you
don't
need
think
it
it
and all this
was
stuff.
because just the government was telling them. I think it
Also,
was more so there was like barely any research on it and stuff like that.
yeah,
'Cause,
no,
like,
most.
main
Well, I mean,
people-
everyone has their reasons.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just saying, just like if it were to happen, and people. But my point was, I think people would be, I guess, against getting a vaccine, and it would probably spread more than we would want it to. And I think the pandemic would happen if the fungus did evolve. But what I just remembered was a fungus pandemic happening is the worst thing ever because there's no cure, there's no vaccine, and there's nothing that we can do against a fungus pandemic. So even if it does happen, there is no vaccine.
You know what also I saw?
With a virus, there's vaccines.
Also, I have no idea how true this is or not, but I saw it on TikTok, so take it with a grain of salt. Back in 1967, that year might be wrong too, but that's what I think they said. They put a lot of money into exploring the ocean. And then 6 months in, they pulled everything out and they put a shit ton of money into NASA trying to figure out a way off Earth.
Oh, they found something down there.
Right?
They found something down there.
They didn't say anything though. Yeah. And then like recently they nuked in the middle of the ocean. Like
for testing?
I mean, that's what they say. But who fucking knows?
I think all the conspiracy theorists are coming out now saying, "I told you so."
No, but seriously, that could be true. Like,
wait,
half the ocean is not
See?
explored. That's what I'm saying. Is like more.
Wait, so you're saying the U.S. government spent a bunch of money exploring the deep sea?
Yeah, and
then they pulled all their shit out immediately and said,
Yeah.
"We need to explore space.
Yeah.
Find somewhere else to live."
And Trump also did something with the space. Like he learned something and was like, "We need to fucking do something with the space."
What was it?
He created a space force, didn't he?
Did he? I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I could totally be telling you fake
I'm
shit.
pretty sure you're right. I think I did hear about this, but
Maybe he didn't create it. It's been there, and
We
he's
saw
like,
it on-
okay, we need to put more money over here.
you know what's crazy that I just realized right this moment
What?
is you and me, we don't really get our news from watching
The
TV,
news?
from watching like Fox, CNN.
Yeah.
I don't know any other news channels. But we get a lot of our news from social media.
Yeah.
That's actually, I just realized that right now.
Well,
'cause-
Fox and CNN, I feel like, is just as much like social media as social media. They
Yeah.
control the narrative just like social media does. Like everything that I learned on TikTok could totally be fake, obviously, but probably is.
Yeah.
But who's to say that CNN is not saying some fake shit too?
And you know what's crazy too? I mean, Fox is a news source. CNN is a news source. If it's news, they should be pretty much saying the same thing, right? Like it's news. There should be unbiased news that they're bringing to the population, to the people.
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't they be saying the same thing? Like,
a lot of the
why is it-
broadcasters put their own opinions into like the like.
right?
news
But they
forecast,
should
though.
be just giving facts.
Oh, another
Right?
thing.
What?
The girl who might be found. I saw that on TikTok too, and that's actually true. I mean, it might not be her. We don't know yet. But the girl, what's her name? Kate McCain.
Kate McCannon?
Is that her name?
Kate McCann? Or
There was a little
something?
girl that went missing in 2007 from their like what's it called? Vacation like they were on vacation in Portugal, and this little girl went missing. Madeleine McCain is her name. In 2007, she was 3 years old. Somebody broke in, like opened the window, took her out the window basically. They searched and searched for her, never found her.
I think I heard about this on Crime Junkie, and they never found her.
Yeah, and so this girl now is coming forward. She's a 21-year-old girl, but she's like, all my documents say I'm 21, but I feel like they could be lying to me about that too. Could just be like a document that they gave her. But she's basically saying, I think I am this girl. And she's like giving all the reasons
the craziest
why.
thing is her eye freckle. Like there's a
Yes.
freckle in her eye, like right under her
And they
pupil.
look, the resemblance is there.
Insane,
It's
yeah.
definitely there.
It's not like some random girl saying, "Hey, that might be me."
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
you look. If you didn't know anything about the story, and she handed you these child pictures of the missing girl, and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is me from whenever I was a kid."
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, you're that's you."
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't be
so-
like, "Oh no, like that doesn't look like you." You'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome. That looks just like you. Oh my gosh, I see your eye freckle. I see
Yeah.
your chin."
And I'm
I
sure
see your
people have
hair."
come forward before and been like, oh, I think this is me. You know, like people like, I feel like that happens.
But no, there's
the
no
parents,
way because the eye freckle.
No, I know, but the parents think that it seriously could be true that they agreed to do a DNA test. And so we're just waiting on the DNA results to see if it's her.
But like, all right, so it's one thing to like have the DNA test between the parents and like the girl, but whether it's true or whether it's false, do you think they're going to let the public know?
Yeah, for sure. This girl came out like on her own, like to the news, and was like, "I think this is me," basically.
Yeah, but think about, all right, let's just play into the scenario. She finds out those are her parents. She is the kidnapped girl. They reunite. They're excited.
She's 21. They're not gonna move back in. You know, it's just a nice closure for the family. I feel like okay, she's.
Yeah, but you don't think they just want straight up privacy about that? Or you or let's just say they find out like, okay, you're my parents, and we're gonna get back together as a family.
I think they will release
and you
the
think
DNA,
they'll come out to be like to TikTok? Hey guys, no, I'm just kidding.
No, she didn't like post to TikTok. Somebody else posted it, but
no, I was kidding because we were talking about how we get our news from social media, not the news.
No, but I feel like they will say if it is her or not. I mean, who's to say if like she goes on and on about it, like and like is like explaining like all their situation anymore, but I feel like they will at least.
I'm
say
very
that.
curious.
Me too. I'm like waiting. Like, how long do DNA tests take?
Yeah. Damn, people are terrible. Like, even if that's not her, why would you? So
it wasn't the parents that took her.
It was a man. In a raincoat. In a brown raincoat. I remember the crime junkie story.
Well, anyways, it was a man who was like a pedophile or whatever in Germany or whatever. And she was probably saved and then adopted out, right?
Oh, well, yeah, could have been. Like maybe she was put in an orphanage?
Yeah, I don't know. Something.
Or maybe, yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. But anyways, still. I bet Crime Junkie will cover it though.
Oh, I'm sure. Like once all the results are out and everything, I'm sure they'll cover it. But yeah, as I was saying, like, what kind of piece of crap human being do you have to be to kidnap a freaking kid?
It happens. I think it says like every 40 seconds a kid goes missing in the United States. Yeah.
I almost want to call school and see how my kids are doing right now.
I know, it's scary.
That's insane. Luckily, the school that our kids go to, it is like so high security. I posted a picture.
I feel like all schools are like that now. We're not used to it, but all schools are like that. There's literally it's gated fully. There's a cop outside 24/7.
So I posted a picture of the first day of our kids at school, and the cop was there, had body armor, had 2 guns on his side. It looked so tactical, and there were high gates with locks in the picture as well. Like you can't go into school.
Our high school now has gates and everything, but before we didn't have gates at our high school. No, it was
open.
No, and it has metal detectors too now.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, people on social media were like, "Oh my gosh, is that how schools in America is?"
Yeah.
And I guess whenever I went to school, it didn't look like that at all. No, it wasn't like that at all. So that's every school? I thought it was
I could just leave school easily.
Oh yeah, we could go into school and out of school. My friends used to drive through our high school in their cars through the hallways. They would bribe.
There was a gate lady, but you could just drive past her. But if you didn't, you could bribe her with McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or something. You'd be like, "I'll bring you back Chick-fil-A." She's like, "All right, give me this."
One time, my friend was in the trunk because he was trying to leave school. I wasn't there, but he was leaving school. I wasn't there. They told me after. But my friend Michael was driving out of school because he leaves early because he had an early period or something.
So no, they have like early dismissal.
Oh yeah, early dismissal. Yeah, because you got to go to work or something. But my friend Danny was like, "Yo, I don't want to stay here. Let me hop in the trunk." And he hops in the trunk, and I guess Wanda, our gate lady, saw it. So Michael drives up to the gate. Is like, "All right, I'm leaving." And then she goes, "Hold up, pop your trunk." And then opens the trunk, looks at Danny. Oh, hell nah. Slams the trunk closed and says, "Get out of here." And lets him go. And, like, that's so confusing because if I was Wanda, I'd be like, "All right, you need to get out. That is very dangerous." But she probably just had a day and didn't want to deal with it.
I know.
Yeah.
So funny, though. She was easily bribed.
Oh, easily. How do we get onto this? Oh, because we were talking about schools.
Yeah.
We were just talking about people kidnapping.
Yeah.
First, we started talking about a fungal pandemic, and then we just started. See, like I said, people are the worst.
I know.
Maybe we need a fungal pandemic.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it for today's podcast.
Yeah, we just wanted to talk to you about what's been entertaining us.
Yeah, if you like
social media,
are
TV
watching this
shows.
on YouTube or whatever, comment like what shows we should watch and stuff like that. I love watching TV shows. Or comment if you've watched The Last of Us and like what you think about it and stuff. But don't spoil anything.
Yeah,
Well,
and
for us, it won't be spoiled,
also,
but for
where
other
would you
people.
go if there was a zombie apocalypse or fungal pandemic?
Yeah.
Like where would you go? Where would you bunker down? I would want to bunker down at Bass Pro is what I meant to say. Not just go there and stock up on supplies.
Dude, how like I mean, for us it's different because we're in Florida, but imagine like going through the fungal apocalypse in like Colorado where it snows and like say the house isn't, you don't have a house anymore, you don't have like heat,
Like you're
nothing.
just in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Would
just saying
everyone go
earlier,
to Florida? Because
like,
that's
we're
why I
lucky.
ain't leaving here.
Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot. Like you and me right now.
Yeah.
Like let's say we did have a bunch of food and everything. The weather's good. Like if our AC's not working, that's fine. If electricity is not working, that's fine. We'll make a fire, and I mean it doesn't get too cold here, and
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be the best of situations, but I mean,
No, it
it
wouldn't
could
be the
definitely
best,
be
but there
worse.
would be.
But
would be
imagine
much
living in
better
like
off than-
New York during that.
Oh my gosh!
Create,
Remember
like-
I Am Legend?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in New York, and just people going crazy, absolutely
it's just,
crazy.
like a crazy
and, like,
huge city
everyone's
like that.
crammed into like a mile.
And
of-
it snows for what, like 4 or 5 months out of the year? Longer?
No idea.
Like
Don't deal with snow.
I could not live in the snow. I don't know how any of you do it.
Yeah, props to y'all.
Yeah, seriously. And having to scrape like ice off your car, or like your car is like ice shut.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like whenever we have to go, whenever we go to work or wake up, take the kids to school or something like that, we never ever think about waking up early to scrape snow off.
No.
Ever.
The most I have to do is hop out of the car and wipe the condensation off my
Backup camera.
Backup
That is
camera.
such a first world problem. Wow.
I'm not complaining. I'm saying
Yeah.
that's just like the
Yeah.
most thing I have to do, or start the car early so that it gets cool in there because it does get hot in the car.
Yeah,
but like,
definitely. But yeah, that's just crazy that there's people who wake up to scrape snow out of their driveway.
Imagine
to leave.
like building
That's
a house
insane.
and like your thought process is, okay, I need a heated driveway so that I don't have to shovel snow. Like obviously that's like a normal thing in
I
a
wonder
lot
if
of
that's
places.
normal. I don't think that's normal. I think that's like a luxury feature. to have.
I know, but it's something to think about while you're building a house. Like while we're building a house here, it's like, okay, obviously we have to think like, okay, we need hurricane proof windows and stuff like that. So I guess there's like differences.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's this one last thing. There's this one TikTok and it's like, there's no alligators, no hurricanes, no tornadoes, no alligators, no hurricanes, no tornadoes, something like that. And it's the girl like shoveling snow off her car. Like she's just like, it's okay. There's no hurricanes. There's no alligators. But yeah.
yeah. Well, first off, the hurricanes are not bad.
I mean, they
because-
can be
No,
bad.
no, for us because we're inland.
Yes.
Like we're inland. If we lived on the coast,
Yes.
that's another thing. Like it
Like
would not be good.
Naples or.
Yeah, the coast hurricane is like terrible.
Yeah, you get messed up
Yeah.
really bad.
But I'm saying in our situation,
By the time the hurricane gets to us, it's already.
it's always died down.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets intense, but it's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
But so the hurricanes for us are not bad. The alligators that we have in our backyard, they're not bad.
They don't bother
you know?
us.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they'll swim towards us sometimes, but most of the time they'll run away and hide from
Yeah,
us.
as long as you're not like hurting them. And like
Yeah.
when we're on the boat, they're so scared of the boat motors, they're not coming near.
Yeah, they're running away. So, and what else? Hurricanes, alligators, and
Tornadoes.
tornadoes.
I mean, that doesn't really count for us. Yeah, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. Hey, you guys want to move to Florida? Hit me up. I'm just kidding.
Well, we don't have forest fires. California gets that a lot, right? Or fires in general.
Yeah. No. Well. No.
Like,
yeah. I guess we don't have forest
imagine-
fires as much as like California and stuff.
Yeah, like they catch on fire every year. Like,
Yeah.
millions of people lose their homes.
Yeah. All right. If there's ever an apocalyptic something, come down to Florida. We'll take care of you.
Actually,
Southern
no,
hospitality.
Stay away. We need the.
No,
we need all
just the Bates subscribers and,
Oh,
and
okay, all right,
listeners.
all right, okay.
All you Bates listeners, come down. We got you. We
Right.
appreciate you, and yeah, we'll definitely take care of you if something ever happens. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's podcast, and we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.